And we are live. Chicano U-turn. How you guys doing? Sorry we're late, man. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. 3 minutes and some change, maybe. Sorry about that, guys, man. I was rushing it. I was trying to get here. I was just fiddling with this thing because, man, I was doing so much other things with the phone. Um, I'll tell you guys right now in a minute. But before, hold on, man. I got like the shortest wire possible, man. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But anyway, like I was telling you guys, I have like the shortest wire possible, man, to charge the phone. I have to hold this thing right here in my hand like this. You can't even, it's so short that I don't even you guys can see it. I'm trying to charge my laptop too, man, at the same time, because I want to get some of the comments in here. See if I could put the link up there so anybody wants to come in and wants to talk. It's an open night. Unfortunately, Johnny. Well, fortunately for him, you know, he's out there right now. He's check out my hat. I found one. This is me, Chicano, hometown. Our family. So Johnny is out there in the slabs right now. He's in Slab City, believe it or not, guys. So he's over there having a good old time with a water boy, which is he calls him the ambassador of peace down there in the slabs. Water boy. He's even been out there in the History Channel. The History Channel's been out there. Made like a trailer, and he comes out when he was out there, and so he's like the top dog over there. Waterboy is so yeah, that's my son. And so yeah, that's what it is. And so he's over there. So this way he couldn't make it tonight. I tried calling him yesterday, but it looks like today they have some kind of a soup day for the Russian people out there. So hey, I can see you, Teresa. Hi. By the way, I'm not a happy Mother's Day to everyone. And I didn't really know it was till yesterday. Grandma told me, hey, by the way, the girls are gonna come over here and pick me up, and they're gonna take me out, and they're gonna take me out to eat. I was like, what's the occasion? Is it Mother's Day? Is that real, or when is it? Yeah, it's Mother's Day tomorrow. So okay. So I really didn't know, and yeah, T. So I didn't. That's why I guess I said it that way. I'm like, well, I guess I don't. I don't know, man. I'm still yet. It's because, you know, if people know me, I really don't celebrate anything that's like pagan. I just, you know, it is what it is. I just simply don't do it for, I don't know, not even Christmas. You know, a lot of people are, are you serious? Are you serious? And yeah, I'm dead serious, man. I just, you know, Thanksgiving, all that stuff for me is another day. You kind of learn to, and sometimes you get to learn how to appreciate people when you have them in front of you. You have people in front of you, man, and you gotta. Sometimes you get to learn you gotta appreciate them when they're there with you, you know, at the moment, because you tend to just see them only on birthday parties, when there's like an event and stuff like that. So we tend to see these people only in those times, and we don't get to even give them a phone call, you know, and next thing you know, they're gone. You know, just like what happened with my pops. He just like all of a sudden he's gone. He's not here no more. My dad's not here no more. It's just like that. But anyways, we're live. It's Chicano Steve, man. Johnny Hash Brown couldn't make it. He's out there in the Slab City. Like and subscribe, guys. Press that notification button if you guys want to know when we come in. As a lot of the guys have been following us, but following us know that we're here every Friday and Sunday, 8 p.m. Pacific time. We're trying to make it earlier. I should have made it earlier today because it's just me. But we're gonna try to keep it maybe like a couple hours more before, so that you guys over there in the East Coast can like T watches us over there. She's a big fan of us, and she's a good friend of ours, of the channel and of mine, and she knows Carlos too. So we're gonna try to accommodate everyone too out there. Also Slab City TV. Slab City News. I'm sorry, with Evan. He follows us too often. He's over there in Michigan, and so other folks that have been out there too. We've even seen people from New York follow us, and so so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Shout out to my whole family out there. I know they're together right now. Feliz Dia de las Madres. Todas mis hermanas, mis sobrinas, mis tíos, no mis tíos, mis tías. I feel sorry for you, tíos. My tías, my primas, mis sobrinas, and all you guys, man. I love you guys. You guys know I do. They just know that they just want to do their thing. They try to keep me away because they know I'm a bit political. Well, I'm not. Look, I'm not political like that. It's just that they don't like people that are red pilled. I guess they're too. They think they know politics, man. And then when you try to correct them, and they get into a fight with you, man. Like no, they try to avoid everything because they know I won't. I'm not there to correct anyone or nothing like that. But it's just sometimes I just can't keep myself. Or I can't help myself because they look at me right away when they're trying to make these comments and they're trying to push my buttons, So usually when there's been like get-togethers and stuff like that with the family, I just go over there with the kids, I just keep an eye on them and I stay with the kids. I don't stay with the adults anymore. Back in the days, it was different. I'm all over with the adults. I'm all right there in the mix. I'm right there talking to them. We're all together. It's not like that no more, unfortunately. But it could be like that, It's just all they got to do is just give me a call or come hang out with me or whatever it may be, I'm not hard to find. Unfortunately, people know my situation, I have hard times, with a lot of things, I just came out from a big time sickness, man. All my own doing too, man. Just having a lot of stuff in my chest, man. Just like, just being self-destructive individual, man. I made some posts out there, about it, and it's just not it's not fair to none of my family members for me to act that way. I was being too selfish. I don't want to say narcissistic, but I was just being a bit selfish with everything that I was doing, because I shouldn't be acting that way, obviously, but people, when you're that self-destructive, man, sometimes and you don't take stuff out of your chest, you have that stuff in your chest. And so give me a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. It's my son's making crazy noises. I still have like a low-grade fever, you can still say. Because I got a fever after. There wasn't so much a hangover anymore. It was just so much of just like a freaking fever, just a hardcore fever. I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm still sweating like a I can't stop sweating, man. It's just like I still have that like low-grade fever. I was still like, my hands were still like shaking and stuff like that. I went to my buddy's house yesterday, and my friend's house, and I had a Pedialyte with me, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, drink it." He saw that I couldn't even open it, and that was like my first time coming out the whole entire week. Yesterday to get some stuff done, because I needed to get some stuff done. and my face got more puffier, man, because of all the freaking liquids I've been drinking, and it's just like the liquids just coming in and out, and it was just like it was just not pretty, man. It was just but I did all that stuff to myself. I got myself. I didn't take care of myself, man. I didn't care. I was just drinking and binging, and I just not eating and stuff like that, and my immune system just suffered, man, and I was already feeling kind of funny. But now it's like my system is just like I just took a shower, man. By the way, I just cut my freaking hair, well, not from the top, but from the sides. Um, I didn't even comb my hair or nothing. I just put my hat on because I was doing the podcast. And I just cut my hair, man, and just try to cool myself off. And I'm still sweating like a pig, even though I took a shower. It's just like even with cold shower, just we can see my face kind of puffy. So I ate some leftover Chinese food that we bought last night. Some teriyaki with some chow mein and some what they call it half and half out here, the rice and chow mein and teriyaki and some fried chicken, and that's what I did. So yeah, guys, I should probably put the link up here. Anybody that wants to come in, yeah, thank you guys for joining us, man. We're just out here trying to do our thing. Right here, I'm gonna copy the link. Give me a second, guys. Um, Come on, guy. So it looks like I'm just gonna have to do it manually right here. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm gonna put StreamYard, StreamYard.com KB4QIP6U. Oh, sorry, VN. Maybe that'll help. There it is. I put it up there, guys, because I can't do it with the phone for whatever reason. It doesn't allow me to do it. I see there's 3 people watching us. There it is. I guess you have to, I don't know if you have to add the www, but I think you have to put the HTTP, whatever it is. But I think with that, it'll give you an idea where to go in. Anybody that wants to come in and it's an open night, open mic, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, Johnny's out there. I wasn't gonna bug him anymore. I called him last night, but he didn't answer his phone, and I tried calling him several times because he would send me straight to voicemail. But I couldn't understand. He's out there in the desert. There's no there's nothing out there, man. There's no electricity, no water, no sewage, no nothing over there. He's just like just going straight on whatever his phone is and wherever the people around him with Wi-Fi is, I guess. And then plus today they have like a soup night where Waterboy does a soup night every Sunday for the most needy people out there in the slabs. And people that don't know what the slabs is, check it out. Go to YouTube, go to Slab City TV, or just simply type the slab City, the last free place in America, and you'll find out what that is. But that's the person that has been the most and that has the most content out there, and YouTube land is, in my opinion, it has been from not from living there, but from a guy that's been out there. It's Carlos, which is Slab City TV. Shout out to Compita. He's out there watching us. What I was really happy was that I seen him together squash the beef with Waterboy, man. They had like a sort of some fool called it shots fired, and I guess that's the way they were promoting the whole thing, and for YouTube, of course, and they were in Mexicali kicking it with Johnny Hash Brown. I'm over here sick as a dog, man. Johnny passed through LA, man, and I'm over here like I couldn't, I was just like knocked out, my arms stretched out and everything, man. Other than that, I would have still been over there right now in the freaking desert with Johnny. But God knows why he does things, Maybe I probably would. God knows what would happen over there with me being over there. But Johnny, yeah, so he passed through here, through LA, and I could have been over there in Mexicali with those guys. I could have been still probably over there with them. And I would have probably been having a big time blast over there, probably more than what I should. Um, God knows why, but I deserve that whatever came to me, man, the sickness and all that stuff. I deserve it 100%. It's all my fault. It could have been avoidable, but maybe not, man, because there's a lot of people out there that has been under the weather too. I have not. I'm not the only one. Things like the change of climate that's been going on out here in California. A lot of people are feeling like that, and it's just me. Like I'm just like I just can't stop sweating. Just like I'm being drenched. Even last night too, the same way too. Trying to keep cool. I'm just trying to got this fan in front of me, but still, it's just like I'm. It's crazy, man. But either way, man, I wish I was out there. I wish I would have been having some fun with those guys. But what really made me happy seeing those guys together and squashing the beef, and Carlos finally was able to go back. After all the times that he was out there, wanting to go back to the slabs and didn't know how to get back, and was just even wondering whether he was even going to go back. And the times that he did say he was going to go back, he was over there trying to challenge Waterboy, calling him Water Girl. Yeah, he was willing to fight with him and stuff like that. And it's crazy of me. I was right there telling him, yeah, I'm willing to go right there with you. If you're deciding to go down there one day, I'm going over there with you. And Johnny was like saying the same thing too. Yeah, I'll go with you. So us three crazy Mexicans were ready to go over there, and try to whatever opposition Carlos was going to face, they were going to have to go through me and Johnny. Just a bunch of nutcases of us, man. But we're glad everything got squashed, man. We're glad everything. Carlos is back, so he's back to making some content. Hey, Honey Holic, I haven't seen you for a while. How you doing? Good to see you. Long time no see. Yeah, so Jesus, man. So it's just like one of those things, man. So I'm still feeling like I said, I still feel like this low grade fever. I still feel like kind of like all was out. Like I said, White Boy saw me yesterday. They call him White Boy, but I don't like calling him White Boy. I call him by his government name because I respect him. But he still calls me like, hey, Steve, what's up, man? This is White Boy. He calls me on the phone. He has like a big deep voice. And he's like, yeah, man, this is White Boy. And his big voice not like that, I don't have a deep voice like his, but he's like, yeah, he's a straight up G, man. He's a straight up. He's like, man, if anybody comes over here, man, right now, when we're talking over here, if I tell somebody to start busting, they're gonna just bust because there was like a bunch of fools out there, and they were all looking at me and like, oh, don't worry about them fools, man. All these fools are right here with me, man. They do what I say. They do as I say. They don't like the entire block, right? And there was like a bunch of fools out there in their cars, smoking weed, drinking, whatever they were doing. All fools with hoodies, all fools in the middle of the street and all that stuff. And they're looking at me because they never seen me before. But obviously this guy, he knows me, so he's like, I'm like, yeah, dude. Get your butt over there. Go over there. We're gonna be doing that. Sorry, it's my son making a bunch of crazy noises. Yeah, so yeah, it's one of those things, man. One of those things. Yeah, so we're like, yeah, man. Anybody wants to come over here, man? The fools will just start busting, man. If I tell them bust on me, shoot me too, man, they're gonna shoot me too. It was crazy. And then he has his sons inside the house too. So like, yeah, if I tell my sons to come outside shooting, the fools are gonna come out shooting too. It's just the guy he's just old school, man. He's just like, man, I hate phones. I don't like phones, and I leave my phone all over the place sometimes. I hate texting. I hate the internet. I hate everything, man. I don't like nothing about the phones. I just want a phone that's going to be on my wrist and I can talk through it and I can whatever. And so he's old school like that. So I told him, so you want one of them phones like RoboCop, right? Like in the movies? So yeah, that's funny. So yeah, it's just Yeah, I love it, man. I have a lot of respect, like I said, for him. So it's a guy that I like to see around. And but yeah, man, I wish I had some kind of topic, but I guess we're just here just live streaming just to try to keep the stuff alive. And we're still gonna be consistent. We're still gonna be coming out here. Um, Johnny, like I said, is over there in the slabs. Um, yeah, the other day I was here with my looks like my I was doing a podcast late at night, and I was out there myself, and I was just right here just doing my thing, man, and just being raw about a lot of things, sharing pictures of the family and stuff like that. And I was just getting a lot of crazy memories and a lot of things. You know, I let a lot of stuff out, man. At least I let a lot of my stuff, a lot of the stuff that I had inside of me, I let it out, and I don't have that stuff with me no more. So I think that you know, God willing, it's God willing, my mother trusts me now, so we had a good talk, and the good talk was really good because it's like she was like telling me that she should have understood me some more with the fights that we had, and usually when I fall asleep, I wake up and things are missing. And she was denying of some other things too, like, Mom, where'd you leave these other things? Well, it wasn't me. Like, well, they didn't just grab legs and just took off, did they? And so she's been taking a lot of things away from me, and she gave a lot of stuff back last night. So that's a start because I know she's not gonna give me everything all at once, but I don't promise anything because I hate promises. Because promises are meant to be broken. But I do like to give my word. Sometimes my word is just like I would have to give my word. Sometimes I say things and I end up doing them either way. Like, I'm never gonna drink again, and next thing you know, I'm right here chugging another freaking 40. You know, I could say things like that. Because I guess sometimes we just go with emotion, and you're just emotional creatures, especially when it comes to when you have stuff in your mind, you just don't care. You just like at the moment I didn't care, man. I was just like, I don't give a flip. I'm mad with grandma. She don't care. But we talked it out, man. We talked it out, and we talked it out. So now we're good. And she told me I did a lot of unconventional things that she's never seen me do before in my life. Never thought I was capable of, and I agreed. I was like, that's not me, man, either. And she said, that wasn't you. You were like possessed, man. And so I think that was the final straw. I said, man, it's like if I was just blacked out like that, doing things like that, is just, I'm not. I'm never gonna. I can't do it. I can't. I mean, it's just. I just don't have a desire to do it anymore. Especially now that I left a lot of stuff out. You know, I really. Of course, you're always gonna have the desire to have a beer and just to chill out. But to go bonkers like that and just to drink to oblivion. Now I don't have a desire to do that anymore. Because sometimes it just starts innocently. You just want to have a couple, and then it turns into one day turns into 2 days, and then turns into three, and then you just keep going, and you just don't care at the moment. But then when then you start having you start having them taking your money away, start taking the car keys away from you, start taking the uh, even your pistols and the stuff that you got here in your house for protection or whatever. Then you start questioning, like, you're just demasculating me now. Now it's just like it's not doing nothing to you. Even if I have it in the closet or whatever, she still goes in the closet to get it. She thinks I'm always waving stuff around just because at one time I decided to shoot a hole in a wall just because I wanted to test the blanks on the pistol that I had. It was just blanks. But for her, it was like the end of the world. So And she's very emotional. She's very she takes she takes more things more serious than they should or what they really are. But I guess that's how mothers are, you know. And then as they get older, that's how they feel. Grandma says her stomach still hurts just thinking about it. So well, it looks like grandma's back. There you go. Look, my mother's over here. Ama, venga. Que diga hola a todos los que están ahí. That's my mom. ¿Se puede ver?
Hola, no.
¿Se puede ver usted?
Sí.
Nomás diga hola.
Hola.
No ellas la pueden ver a usted, pero usted no la puede ver a ellas.
Oh, ¿cómo están? Bendiciones. ¿Y dónde?
Allá atorado.
¿Me extrañaron?
That's my mother. That's grandma.
¿Me extrañaron?
So, yeah, honey, Holic.
Estábamos con Estrella.
Thank you.
Con Estrella estábamos.
Sí.
También fue la mamá de...
Dice hola, Happy Mother's Day. Feliz Día de las Madres. Están diciendo.
Oh,
Dos señoras. She said thank you. Oh, está bien, ma. Después hablamos.
también fue la mamá de Pascual, sus hermanas. Llevaron
bueno.
pozole.
Pozole.
¿Qué pozole? Y esta Angélica y esta compraron chicharrones y un pollo y papas ahí en la superior.
Okay. Híjole.
Ajá.
They're saying that grandma's saying that they took some pozole and they bought some fried chicken and some fries and stuff like that over there they all got together. All the mothers were over there in my sister's house. Usually they get together down there. And so they were all over there messing around. I guess having a good old time. They usually get together. That's how they do. They get together like that every Mother's Day. Because all my sisters already, you know, they're older than I am. And like I said, I'm the second youngest of all my sisters and my brothers. And my other younger brother is here. I mean, God works in mysterious ways, man. I would, if I wouldn't have been like this, man, I would have just definitely would have had my own place 100%. I would have just never ever, I would have never ever would have been here for sure. And I even contemplated just taking off, just like, you know, my grandpa was here. I was like, I just wanted to leave, man. Just like, we just had so many odds. We were at odds with a lot of things, you know. And like the way grandpa was eating and the way he was getting fed, and when he wasn't supposed to eating certain things and grandma still did him. And well, it was just so many fights, from life insurance things into like, it was just, it's not worth talking anymore. I got all that stuff out of my chest already. We talked about it. It's just, I don't want to relive none of that. But yeah. Oh, honey, Harlick, I didn't even say Happy Mother's Day to you, eh? Happy Mother's Day. I was telling Sombra Kotovia, I was telling her that because I'm not really like paganism, like holidays or whatever you want to call them. I don't follow nothing, even birthdays, man, or even Christmas. It's just, for me, it's like miss another day. It's just, I guess, always been like that. So it's not really like a big deal. A lot of people make a big deal out of it. It's always going to be Christmas already, you know. You're going to have Santa Claus, you know, reindeers are going to be coming through the chimney and all that stuff. And kids, you know, fall for it and stuff like that. And I guess I've just never really been like that. Even my own birthday, you know, it's just like, for me, it's another day. I'm just glad to be alive. But it's just like I was talking. I was like, it's always better to, you know, tell the loved ones that you love, tell them while they're still here, Not only when there's a birthday party or when there's like certain things like that. You tell them every day. It's like my mother knows I love her, even though we were at odds a lot of the times. She knows I still love her, you know. I was hugging her last night and telling her how much I love her, how much I appreciate her, despite our odds. Um, yeah, it's a lot of people do take it big, and they do, like, you know, it does mean a lot. And well, yeah, okay, you know, it can mean a lot, you know, especially when everyone gets together, you get to see everyone. But that's really the way it should be, you know. I remember back in the days when grandma used to be alive, they would get together every freaking weekend. Like every weekend was like a fiesta, you know. Grandma would make some big old plato, like big old olla of menudo or pozole, and she'll make enough for everyone. And you know what? Every time Christmas came around, she gave Christmas gifts to everyone. I mean, I'm talking about even her grandkids, like her great grandkids. She like give to every single. She won't like never forget, man. Even to like even when as an adult, I was an adult. She'll still give even the minorest things. It was like whatever it was, it was. But she'll still give you something, man. She was just that beautiful, you know. Rest in peace, my grandma. You know, that was my mother, my father's side. That woman was a strong woman. She man, she'll never forget. She like always was out there giving her, you know. So it was very cool, man. But you miss your mama, huh? Yeah, that's yeah, it can be hard, man. It can definitely be I don't know what I'll do when grandma leaves, you know. I know she's already set. My sister already set with the life insurance thing, you know. But yeah, as soon as she goes, it's just gonna be me and my brother. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I'm planning on striking it big with this cryptocurrency that we're trying to do, God willing. Which I was trying to work on. Man, I just ran into a lot of problems with these people today. I call these Coinbase people, man. They say something's locked up, and they're talking about that my something happened. I don't know. They couldn't get. I couldn't get a hold of the things that were in there. Like I can't get in my account, man. I can't get in there. So I was trying to make a new account with someone else, and the phone kept messing up on me, man. This phone just kept screwing up on me, where to the point where I'm unable to make a different account with someone else. I needed my ID, so now uh, the ID finally showed up on mail. So now I was able to try to do it, but this time when I tried to do it, my phone just keeps dying. It kept because it got wet. So it turns on, it turns off whenever it wants, and it does whatever it wants, whenever it wants, and it's just kind of difficult to work with it. And so it's just it sucks, man. I'm trying to make a new account with a Kraken or a Gemini. Try to make a new wallet because that way I can get into I can it's because it's not good to have your money in a freaking bank account, man. All these fools are making money off of you. You want to get in one of these little things where you know you're making money, you know you're getting something, because you know you buy some of these cryptocurrencies and there's something that's called a yield. So you go ahead and you buy it at a certain price, and then you freeze that price, and you let your coins, you let your borrow, you let your you they borrow your coins or your tokens that you buy. You let these people borrow them for you, and they're credible people, not like the fools that jack me and all these people. You let them borrow that money, I mean the coins, and they make money off of it, right? But they're gonna give you a percentage, and you never lose anything. You're gonna have yours then at the set price that you had them already. So it's never gonna lose any value or nothing. So what you're doing now, you're just kind of like getting money off of the yield that these guys are producing, and they're making. You're gonna get a percentage off of it. And that's why a lot of people are saying buy some Solana, get to Go to Coinbase, buy some Ethereum, some Solana, some Cordova, or whatever it was, and or US Binance, and you go ahead and let these people borrow your coins, and then they're gonna give you a yield every every so often, every week or so, or every 2 weeks, or whatever it is, every month, or every 30 days, or whatever the plan is with these guys. So that's that's just that's how I want to get started, so that when you guys get your money, you guys have money in the bank and it's just sitting there. The banks are you're making these guys, they're letting that money borrow to someone else. So that money is getting borrowed, and these guys are using that money so they can trade in the stock market and stuff like that, and buy gold and silver, whatever they're doing, and they're just trading left and right. So that's what these people are doing with the money. And so, yeah, man, it's just you just gotta try to what you call it, try to put it in something like that, or just simply buy some hard assets like gold and silver, platinum. Buy stuff like that too, Put in stock and bonds. That's more straight gambling. Well, cryptocurrency too is sort of like gambling too as well. But when you do one of these yields, like I'm talking about, that I'm barely learning about too, your money's not going to go away. It's not going to go down. What you're going to do, you're going to have that money, and that money's going to stay there. It's going to keep its value. But what you're doing is you're letting these people borrow your money. I mean, your coins, so that they'll pay you in coins back. You get paid in coins, and you'll never lose the value of it. And if anything, you're gonna gain money. You're gonna get it every week or every month or whatever you guys make the contract for, which is very good, because money, the dollar is gonna go down. Everybody knows that the digital dollar is here, and it's gonna be here to stay. Money's gonna be gone. Physical money is gonna be gone. So what else can we do, man? So a lot of people know that using the CBDC, what they're gonna call it, which is it's gonna be called the crypto something. I forgot what it's called right now. I don't remember right now. But these people are gonna use that money, and they're gonna use the digital. They're gonna use that. They're gonna use that. That crypto dollars, the digital dollars, so they can track whatever you're making, what you do with it, and how you do it, and how much you can spend of it. And you have to spend it at a certain amount of time, because if you don't, it's going to go back to zero. You have to spend it all at one time, because if you don't, it's just going to go back to zero, or you'll lose it. So let's say you have 2,000, and you have to spend it that same day. You have to find a way how to spend it all, because you're going to lose it either way. That's the thing. So a lot of people are going to start running to crypto, like the real crypto. They're going to start going to Bitcoin. They're going to start going to the Ethereums of the world, because they know that when they do that, they're not going to be, a lot of people don't want to be tracked. So they're going to be using that. The people that are going to be using that money is trackable. It's going to be, unfortunately, the people that are like in welfare and food stamps and stuff like that are going to be the ones that are going to suffer that blow, because now you're going to have to have that money. You're going to have to use something. You can't just grab it, and you're not going to be able to go out there and buy silver or gold with it either, because if you do, now you have hard assets that you have to tell them about it. And then you try to put that away, thinking, well, now we own part of that because you bought it with our money, or it's not allowed, or something's going to be like that. It's going to be detrimental. Or they probably won't even allow you to buy any cryptocurrency with that. Or maybe you're able to, but at only maybe for a certain amount of time. But then I think after that, they're not going to let you do none of that. I think they're just going to, little by little, they're going to start squeezing the life out of everything. They're going to allow you to do anything possible to make you feel happy about it at first, but then little by little, they're going to start tightening up that. They're going to start tightening up that belt, tighter and tighter and tighter. Or like the lobster, when you turn up the heat, slowly. The food don't know he's getting cooked. Before you know, he's red. He's red lobster. And by then it's too late. He's gone. Never knew he even got cooked. So that's what's gonna happen to all of us. We're gonna get cooked. They're gonna be cooked as lobster, man. And it's gonna smell good to them, and they're gonna eat it all up. You know. So that's why right now the good time is to try to get into that cryptocurrency, man, because right now everything's to shoot straight up. Um, right now, Bitcoin has lost a little bit of its value. Right now it's around 27,000, 26,000. It is all-time high at there. I mean, close to 30,000 for the first time in a long time. So it just yeah. So now what's going on is it's gonna be it's gonna shoot up. I think they're talking about somewhere around 100,000. The Bitcoin is gonna shoot up around that time. So we'll see. We'll see if that's true. And sorry, I don't know. The phone was tripping. I was trying to get it out. If you're referring to the thing that's up here, like down here, I was trying to take it off. I kept pressing it, but believe it just didn't do it. Now I did, but they just took me out of the took me out of the studio. But now we're back. Yeah, so I've been ramming ranching over here for 42 minutes already. Yeah, I wish Johnny Hash Brown is doing okay, man. I haven't heard from him anymore. I don't know when he's gonna come down over here. I think he had plans to coming down here. I think after Sunday, so I might hear from him tomorrow. I think he's gonna spend his last night maybe tonight in the slabs, or he might even bail out of the slabs, like like a bat out of hell, like he did the other time, and not tell anyone. Just bail straight the hell out, which I would suggest for him to do if he can in the middle of the night, just like he said. He said I bailed out like around 2 or 3 in the freaking morning. I was out of there like a bat out of hell, man. Captain Jack told me to leave, and he told me don't tell nobody. If we just took off. Well, I'm sorry if I'm giving it away, but I'm sure he's told that story before, so that's why I feel comfortable telling it like that. So because he's mentioned it before, like on stream, how he left and how he bailed out and who told him. So I will leave too like that, just for precaution. I mean, it's just not because of Waterboy. He's a good friend of his. They're good buddies and stuff like that, and they use each other like that, and they have common communication as always. But it's not him; it's the other people around, and people that even Waterboy himself cannot stop. You can't stop everyone. If somebody got some malicious thing over you, or simply wants a piece of you, or you have something they want, even if it's just a stick of bubble gum, they're gonna go out there and try to get it out of you. They say they fight for scraps over there. So you can imagine they see somebody like Johnny over there, they're gonna want a piece of gum from him or something. They're gonna try to get it by all means necessary. Some people are like that, and they're very adamant about it. So I hope he makes it back just fine. And if he's gonna make it down here to LA, he knows where to reach me. Sorry guys. You know where to reach me, Johnny. If you're out there, buddy. Yes, always, brother. I love you, man. He's like a brother from another mother to me. He's one of the very few friends. We talked a lot, over the phone, and even he tells me himself, it's like, you're like one of the very few persons that just like me and you talking. It's just like very smooth. It's like very it's like no friction whatsoever, like between me and you. Like when we're talking, it's just like the conversation, the chemistry is there. Like chemistry is like right there, flows, it free flows between me and him. There's no like back and forth with like or nothing. It's like a straight spirit between me and him, where it's just like a chemistry thing. And now imagine when we get together in person with how we're gonna both feel about each other like that, as a brotherhood, because it's a brotherhood. It's really what it is. It's a brotherhood. And I love the guy. I love him. I love him like that. Even though despite we just met each other like this in recent time, but you already know when you speak to somebody like weeks worth, just like with T. We spoke like like in one or two couple of days we spoke like about a week's worth or like maybe a month's worth of knowing, like even just knowing each other for a couple of days. We spent many hours just talking. It was just like it was also sort of like a chemistry thing where it was yeah, it's a friendship. It's a friendship. Common ground. And I love you too, T. You know that. You're a good friend of mine too. I'll never get tired of saying it. About you guys, and even Carlos himself. He knows it too. Mi compita. He's a good buddy too. A friend, I consider a friend, and it's just knowing how to respect each other. How to give each other that balance of each other. And how to have that chemistry, and how to be your boundaries and stuff like that. Unlike some other fools, I'm not gonna name no names, but but if you guys see my last podcast, you guys probably understand what I'm saying. But yeah, man. I mean, what can we say? It's just yeah. No, you're welcome, T. It's just I'm just speaking out of my heart. That's all. Speaking my mind. But I see we have 3 people watching, man. Thank you guys for showing up, man. Make sure to like and subscribe, and to push that notification button to see when we're gonna come in, or when we're posting, when it's me or Johnny, whether it's me or him. Go to Johnny Hash Brown's channel too as well. His name is Johnny Hash Brown, obviously. Him and call him the Hash Brown Pile. He has a couple of friends too that follow him. We usually do it in his channel because he has more followers and stuff like that, and we get more people, and I get a little bit more exposure, and then people start coming over here and following me too when we decide to come over here and do it on my channel. But I need to get me another phone, man, because this Galaxy thing, man, got wet, and I'm surprised it even turns on. It turns on whenever it wants to, man. Like, let me see. I'm gonna try to see if I can turn it on right now. Nope. And it's so funny because it would do that even before it got wet, and I'll take it to the repair shop. Say, hey, dude, can you see what's wrong with it, man? That fool would just go plug it in and press a button, and it'll turn right on. Like, dude, every time I bring it over here, there's nothing wrong with it. It turns on. So I guess it likes you better than he likes me. Or so I'm gonna see if I can sell this dang phone, man. It's already kind of cracked, but you know how they got these little stalls where they just buy these phones even when they turn on. And this is an expensive phone, by the way. It's a Galaxy S8 or whatever. It cost me a couple $100, like 150 or something. That was on the cheap side because I got it from a guy that knows me pretty good. He said, I want 200, man, but for you. And then it's like a secondhand store. So I bought it for my son, not knowing that it was like that kind of good phone. But yeah, I just started acting up, and I need to get me a new phone. If I show you guys the screen of this phone, man, right here, the one I'm using right now, man, I could barely even see myself. There's just so many cracks all over the place. Like, I let my son borrow it, he cracked it, and then I started cracking it some more, and because having it in my back pocket or forgetting that I had it there, and I'll sit on it while we're in the in the car or here. But yeah, man, it's just I need to get another phone. I think they say that you could just order one and they'll give you another one. But I'm trying to charge my phone. I don't know why it's not charging, man. What the heck's going on, eh? It's not charging. Unless something went down there in the bottom. And this thing's tripping. And I got like the shortest wire ever, man. Oh my look at this, man. It's like maybe like about, I don't know, like 6, 7 inches or something of wire. And this is for my freaking these things that I've been using that I showed I showed Johnny that I bought. I don't know if I showed you guys. You know, they got this thing for the 6-pack for your abs. My abs are burning. They're right now. Right now my abs are sore. And I got these things for my arms. My freaking arms are sore too, man. You put these things right here in your arm, something like this. You know, you can see. You put it in your freaking arms, and it'll start contracting with electricity. The same thing with the abs. You put it in your abs, and the thing starts contracting your abs. I put it in my chest too, so I can start like working on my chest right here. I put it in the middle, so it starts contracting. I actually used these kind of things before in the past, you know, like 20 years ago. So I already know how these things are and what they're about. So, and I still got the machines right here. I just need the sticky things. I think I need to go online and try to get them. And I got a real professional one that cost like $2,000 at the time, which is probably equivalent to like 4,000 or 5,000 today, because it was like 20 years ago. But it's still like a real top of the line machine. I got it right there in the closet. And I want to use it again. I want to, that way I can have like a full out therapy, because right now the summer's coming up, and I want to repair this freaking muscle right here in my shoulder really well, so I can go back to the swimming. Because last summer, man, I was in probably one of the best shapes I could possibly be in a long time, because I was doing a lot of swimming, like almost every day. I was taking my boys to the swimming pool, and I was swimming a lot, like going back and forward and back and forth. I was taking the dives and stuff like that, and I was learning how to dive. And my daughter was teaching me, of all things, about persons. And we were swimming, and I was swimming a lot just to exercise. I'll just go to exercise. My boys were having fun, and I was just there to exercise. I was inside the water punching and throwing, you know, haymakers in there, throwing kicks and stuff like that. And I'll hold myself like this on the things, and I'll start kicking the water, boom, 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 and backwards and forward. And my abs were starting to come out again, you know, and I wasn't afraid to take my shirt out. And then plus, you know, you're having all that vitamin D hitting you. So I was really brown too. I was really dark. I looked like Apu from The Simpsons. Thank you, please come again. I was really dark, man, like really dark. And then I was letting my hair grow at the time too. And so it's yeah, man, it was fun, man. So can't wait till the summer. I think in June, like late June, they start opening the swimming pools again over here. There's one that's always open all year round, and so they're in East LA. But like over here locally, they're all like, you know, still not yet. But yeah, if we want to go, I think next week is gonna be kind of hot out here in LA. So I'm planning to go down there to the swimming pool next week. I could already start seeing my abs, even though I haven't been really. No, man, just I lost like about 15 or 20 pounds, man, during this time that I had the freaking fever, man. During the time that I was doing all this crazy stuff, I lost about 15, 20 pounds, man. I must have gained back about 5 now. But you were able to see my abs and stuff like that were coming out. I still got a little muffin thing right here going, because, you know, it wasn't because of working out, but you could see my freaking abs were coming out a little bit. Just because I was just like my ribs, you could see my freaking ribs and stuff like that, because I was so dehydrated. And but yeah, it was just like that, man. It was going crazy. And so yeah, I'm gonna get back in shape, man. I'm planning to, you know, I'm planning on getting back in real good shape again. again, man, the way I was, like punching the bag again, and I got all the equipment back there, man. Just need to buy a new punching bag. You know, now I'm more motivated a little bit more. Um, now that I got a lot of stuff out of my chest, and I got a lot of stuff. Just my sleeping patterns, man. I still can't. I still am unable to go to sleep, man. Like last night, I didn't fall asleep till like about 8 in the freaking morning. Even though I closed my eyes at a certain time, it was like around 3 in the morning. But still, I was still tossing and turning the whole time. Just my mind is just like a freaking computer, just runs and runs. I'm thinking about everything, thinking about things that I got to do, things that it's just a bunch of things, really random stuff, man. It's just, I don't understand. It's just I can't put my mind at ease with certain things. I guess that's my trouble I've always had. And then when I wake up, I'm like, and then I'm like having the best sleep. I was having the best sleep ever this time around, but it was already time for me to get up because my boys are hungry and I needed to do something for them. And I needed to make sure my boy fed the chickens and his quail. And one of his quails died, man, because this fool, he put cold water on him. And I think the quail couldn't take it and just passed away. I felt real bad. He was just a baby. Man, I bought this fool two more little baby chickens, two little baby chicks. Not because of that, but I want him to take care of you. I want him to learn and can't be doing things like that to him, you know. But yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right. Six pack stomach muscles, 8 pack ribs showing, and Kager, the pot belly. Yeah, or the beer belly, right? The 1 pack, just the pot belly. I know I've had one of those, man, and um, I probably got like only like a 2 pack or maybe even close to a 4 one right now. But man, how many chickens we got? We got one is called Harry, which is the biggest one. She looks like a hawk. We've actually gone in the metro, man, one time, and we were like in the store, and my son was like, going like this, and the thing go, and he's all brown and looks like a hawk too, man. And they're like, yeah, he's a hawk. I said, what is that, man? I was like, this is a hawk. And I said, oh, really, man? That's kind of cool, man. And then I'll just look at the guys and like, no, I'm just playing around. It's a chicken. I'm like, damn. One guy was like, damn, you had me. You had me, man. I thought it was a hawk. And then another one is he's all dark, it's all black, called him Oreo. Is that the medium size? And then we got a rooster, a little baby, little rooster, he can't even like sing. He goes like, ah! He's like all like ronco, we call it in Spanish. He can't like do the kiki, but it's like his voice is all like he can't do it. He tries, but he's like really small. And they told me that he doesn't grow anymore. That he's not like a miniature. I don't know if that's true, but what else? Like they say he's fully grown already, but I don't know if he is or not. We got that one, and then the quail, because we had bought 2, so we got the other one. He calls them eggshell or egg yolk or something like that. And the 2 baby chickens that we got yesterday, one is yellow and the other one is dark. He calls them egg again, like the other one, and the other one he calls them pato. He calls them pato, or no, he calls them pigeon. I'm sorry. First it was pato, but then he said, no, I'm going to call him pigeon because it looks like a pigeon. The face of a pigeon. He has the face of a pigeon, the dark one. And that's the one we took to the market yesterday. He went with us with the market. And then he has a little kitten, man. He has a little kitten, a little baby kitten that he found outside. He was stuck inside a car, like inside a box. And my son got him out, and I guess he came out of somewhere. And my son saved him, and grandma didn't want him in here. But now he's all over the place over here. The little kitten. He's still a baby. He could like barely see. He's probably like only like weeks old. And he still meows and stuff like that. He's so But yeah, guys, I'm gonna cut it off again. I'm gonna cut this to an hour. This thing's pretty trippy. I got 1% to go. My phone's already trying to die. Hey, guys, your turn, man. Thank you, guys. If you want.